What is up, Blues? It's your boy Orin back here with another video, and today I'm going to talk about Chelsea's squad for next season. And this season is about to be ending after the Watford game, and it's been a very crazy season. I would say a lot of things happened this year, a lot of highs, a lot of lows. But listen, we are Chelsea. We're gonna keep moving forward and improving, and we're gonna challenge for every single title every single year. But now, we got a very big squad, but a lot of players are leaving, and a lot of players kind of have to leave because they're like low quality. We need newer players, a newer generation, better quality, better depth in order to compete with the likes of Liverpool and Man City for the Premier League title. And for for the Champions League, a lot of teams are improving their team as well. Real Madrid, they just lost Mbappe to PSG, but they're gonna still try to improve their team. A lot of teams are improving their team, and we have to do the same. We have no other choice in order to compete. But listen, let's get into it. And for the goalkeeping position, we have Mendy, we have Kepa, and I personally wouldn't mind having Kepa as a backup goalkeeper, but I think he is taking a lot of wages. So what I would do if I was the club is just get rid of him. I don't think we're gonna be able to sell him because a lot of clubs, I don't think they're gonna be willing to spend a lot of money on his wages, and his value has dropped a lot since we bought him. So we have to take the L. The board has to take the L, I would say. And listen, Kepa, he's done a decent job this season. I would be okay if he stays, but for financial reasons, I would say we should let him go, at least on loan, or possibly just take a big loss for his sales. And listen, I would say Kepa, do I think he's gonna leave? No. Would I want him to leave? No, but I think it would be for the benefit of him, because I think he's a good enough goalkeeper to start. So just let Kepa go, and just get like a backup goalkeeper from academy, or just like an experienced goalkeeper that is on free. We can get him, let's just say, I don't know, a goalkeeper like, I don't know, let's just say Handanovic is his contract is ending. We can go get him from Inter. Goalkeepers like that, you know what I mean. But our goalkeeper number one has to be Edward Mendy. I'm not gonna really spend too much time on the goalkeeper position, but for my main two goalkeepers, I would let's just go for Mendy and Kepa, because we haven't really been linked to a lot of different goalkeepers, so it looks like Kepa is gonna stay. So for the goalkeeping position, I'm gonna say Mendy and Kepa. Now we go to the right back position, and this is a very interesting position, guys. Obviously, we have Reece James, the best right back in the world, simple as that. And we need some competition, we need some squad depth in there, and it looks like Azpilicueta is going to leave. And there were some rumors that he extended his contract. I'm not sure if that's true, it's not confirmed, but assuming that he is leaving, our captain is leaving, we are going to need a backup right back. And we can again get a right back from our academy players. Dujon Sterling, I think he's on loan if I'm not mistaken, and he looked decent in the preseason. Maybe he could be a backup right back. And I think overall, if I had to get someone, I would get someone versatile that can play as a right back and a left back. So players like Youssef Attal from Nice would be a great option. Players like in the terms of Hakimi, that can play left back and right back. That Danish fullback from Atalanta, I think his name is Male, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know how to spell his name, it's a Danish name. He's Danish, he played for the Denmark in Euros as well. He's a very versatile fullback. Someone like that. Someone's going to complement our team, the way we play, fast, very good with his overlapping runs, and someone that can actually challenge Reece James. So I would say Youssef Attal is going to be my number one choice. But maybe promoting Dujon Sterling to the first team could be a decent option as well. But if you want to get serious, actually properly challenge for the titles, you have to get someone with high quality, and Youssef Attal is that guy. So for my two right backs, I'm gonna go for Reece James and Youssef Attal. Now for center backs, guys, obviously, guys, you guys know Rudiger is joining Real Madrid, so that's a given. So we have to forget about him. Christensen is about to join Barcelona as well. It's not confirmed yet, but he will most likely join Barcelona. So we're gonna have Thiago Silva, Chalobah, Malang Sarr, And that's about it. That's gonna be 3 center backs. In my opinion, guys, Malongstore has to go on loan or at least get sold because he's just not that guy, you know? He's not that guy. So we're gonna be left with Chalobah and Thiago Silva. And do I think that's a good enough starting center back partnership to win us the league? Absolutely no. So according to rumors, Jules Koundé has agreed personal terms. I mean, obviously he did last year, but the club, you know, had issues with Sevilla in order to get the price right for his sell. But assuming that Koundé is joining Chelsea, that's gonna be us. That's gonna be 3 center backs for us. So Koundé, Silva, and Chalobah, and we're gonna need at least 2 more center backs for the team. The first one that I have in my mind, besides Koundé, is Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill has been a very, very great loan signing for Huddersfield Town. And listen, he's been one of the best center backs in Championship, and he's ready to take the step up to the Premier League, in my opinion. He doesn't have to start every single game, but he's gonna be a great squad player if you need him to, you know, play some minutes in the cup games. He's good. Just give him 1 season in the first team and let him develop slowly. Before I continue, let me just drink water, okay? My throat hurts, but listen, let's continue, guys. So we talked about the right backs, center backs, and for center backs, so it's gonna be Thiago Silva, Chalobah, Levi Colwill, Jules Koundé, and if we have enough financial, let's just say, power, we might get another top quality center back. Maybe it's someone like Koulibaly or De Ligt. That depends on the board. But you know, I would be happy with Thiago Silva, Koundé, Chalobah, and Levi Colwill. And Reece James can also play as a center back as well. And also, before I go to the left back position, I would say I'm kind of building this squad around like the reason that I'm building like with 4 defenders, like 4 center backs, is that you know, I'm expecting us to play back 4 next season because Tuchel tried it, but we didn't really have the necessary and the correct players for this position. So maybe that's why we went back to back 3. But I think for next season it's gonna be a back 4. So yeah, that's it. For left back though, we have Marcos Alonso, which again, he's linked to other clubs, especially in Spain. So listen, if he goes, he goes. I don't mind him leaving at all. Ben Chilwell is going to be our starting left back, considering he's coming back from an injury. He's going to be ready to, you know, take over the Premier League again, because him and Reece James were doing absolutely amazing before he got injured. After that, we need a backup left back, guys. Now listen, we got Ian Maatsen again from Championship doing well. Is he ready to you know, compete in the Premier League as a backup? He could be, honestly. He's a very decent left back. He's done very well in a lot of big clubs. Not like big clubs, but like, you know, tier 2 and tier 3 European clubs have been interested in him. So it shows he's been doing well. So I wouldn't mind having him as a backup left back. It depends on Tuchel if he wants more experience in the team or more youth. Honestly, I just don't think we can, you know, use experience in other aspects of the team. You know, Thiago Silva is 37. We have some good leaders. But, you know, I would be happy if Maatsen was our backup left back. Obviously, Emerson is returning from the loan. I can't talk, man. Let me just drink my water, guys, again. This video is not like, I'm not gonna really edit it. You know, I just want to be raw, very long format, you know, unfiltered. So listen, Emerson is gonna come back from the loan. And I'm expecting him to go back to Italy, but that could be not the case. Just think, like, if Alonso leaves, maybe we're gonna keep him if you don't sign a left back, you know what I mean? So if would I sell Emerson? I would most likely do so, because I think, you know, he's been at Chelsea, he hasn't really proven himself, so it's time to let go and get a new player in. But if he stayed, I wouldn't mind. But overall, listen, is there any left backs that I would get from the current market? Marc Cucurella, guys. Marc Cucurella can play center back, great on the ball, very offensive fullback, and he can play as a wing back. So if I had to get someone, it would be Marc Cucurella, but obviously we're not gonna have an unlimited budget. But if I had to get someone, I would get Marc Cucurella for sure from Brighton, probably 40-50 million. That's not his price. But Emerson and Chilwell are going to be more my left backs. Chilwell obviously starting, Emerson as the backup. But if he had extra money, I would go for Cucurella. But for the sake of the video, and obviously I don't think we're going to have crazy amounts of money to spend, I would say it's going to be Emerson and Chilwell for, you know, financial reasons. Now we move to the midfield, guys. This is where the video is going to get, what am I saying? This is where the video is going to get interesting, guys, because in the midfield, we have a lot of quality players. Now the first controversial take, actually, I don't know, depends on people. Some people love this guy, some people not necessarily don't like him. But for me, I really like the player. I just don't think he is, you know, suitable for the formation that I think Tuchel is going to use, you know, which is a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. Obviously, he can play there, but I think he gives us a lot of weaknesses, and that guy is none other than Jorginho. Now listen, on the ball, he's very good, you know, short passing game, absolutely beautiful. Perfect, you know what I mean? His short passing game is very good. But listen, long passes, mediocre, you know, he doesn't really make those line breaking passes, and I just want that from my deep lying you know, playmaker. He just doesn't do that, you know what I mean? At least, like, not enough. He does it sometimes here and there. The passes are not really accurate, but I would like him to do more. But that's not the main issue. The main issue is physicality, lack of pace, and defensive abilities. So if you want to play 4-2-3 with, you know, box-to-box midfielders, I can't talk to save my life, man. But let me just drink my water again. It's gonna be a long video, guys, so get your water, get your snacks, let's just lay back and let's just talk about the team, you know? So I will say Jorginho, guys, in my opinion. I think he's at a little bit of a decline this year, just like N'Golo Kante. And I think it's the right time to sell him. It looks like he wants to go to Italy as well. Maybe Juventus, maybe a Roma, AC Milan, you know what I mean, one of those teams. And I would definitely let him go. For about like 20-30 million, I think it's a good price for him. Just let him go. And, you know, he's done well at Chelsea. He's won a lot of trophies. And, you know, he won the UEFA Player of the Year award. He won the Euros, Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup, bunch of other things, you know. So, listen, he's done great. But it's time to go. Jorginho, it's time to go. But as I said, I'm expecting a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, something like that. So obviously, to replace Jorginho, we're gonna need a defensive midfielder, and that guy for me is, and is going to be Declan Rice. Listen, you may not like him, you may think he's overpriced. He's overpriced. No one is worth 100 million, 150 million like that, you know. But listen, Declan Rice has got it. He's the guy. He's arguably been the best defensive midfielder in the league, maybe next to Rodri. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. I'm a little bit sick, but you know, I'm gonna continue. Declan Rice, guys. He's gonna be expensive, but I think if you can get the right deal for him, absolutely perfect. The perfect DM that we need. Physical leader. That's what I'm talking about. Leader, winning mentality. He has all that. He's been at Chelsea. He knows what it takes to be a great Chelsea player. His favorite player is John Terry. You know, he knows the correct example of a true leader. You know what I mean? So, listen, he is the guy for that position. I would spend big money on him because I know he's gonna be extremely valuable for Tuchel, and he can play as a center back too. So that's the perfect opportunity, you know. So he's gonna be my first defensive midfielder. My second one is gonna be Conte. I'm expecting him to be a little bit more rotational for next year, considering, you know, his decline, his lack of, you know, fitness, injury issues. It's just not the old Conte that we knew. So I'm expecting him to be more rotational next year. And for the third deep lying player that I would say we can use, I'm not saying he's going to be there, but I wouldn't mind him if he was there, was Billy Gilmore. He hasn't had a great season at Norwich. He's very barely, like, I mean, he played, but I would say not that many great games, to be honest. So yeah, but I mean, as a third tier, you know, midfielder, as a backup player, as a squad player, he would be all right. But I would say, you know, Gilmore, he would be good. He did okay, I mean, Tuchel's first season. So maybe Tuchel is gonna let him play in some of the games, like League Cup games or FA Cup games, things like that. But I think overall, would I keep him? It's a little bit hard, guys. I think I would loan him out, actually. You know what? Let's loan out Gilmore. Let's just keep Conte and Declan Rice as our defensive midfielders. So I'm playing a 4-3-3, guys. As my 4 center midfielders, I've gone for Kovacic, obviously staying, Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher. There we go, Conor Gallagher. He's going to be returning from Crystal Palace. Had an absolutely amazing season, guys. Crazy season at Crystal Palace. He just dominated the midfield for them. He scored so many goals and created so many assists. He was the guy for Crystal Palace this season. He won their Player of the Year award. And listen, guys, this guy is special as a center midfielder, and England are lucky to have him. So another free player, another golden free player from the academy that we can use. So listen, him, Kovacic, Mason Mount, and obviously Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's at a very, I would say not like out of this world season, but he's had a very solid season this year. He's put his mark on the team, and he knows he's going to be part of the team for next year. For the likes of Saul, Barkley, they haven't really had that impact, but Loftus-Cheek has made that impact. He's had some great games, so I think he's going to be staying with the team for next year as well. So yeah, that's going to be the 6 midfielders that I have. So for DMs, Conte, Rice, and then for midfielders, we have Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount, and Conor Gallagher. So it's going to be 6 midfielders, and for our goalkeepers, we have 2. So it's going to be 8 players, and for our defenders, we have 4 center backs, which is going to be 12 players in total, and 4 fullbacks, which is going to be 16 players right now. And for our attack, this is where things are going to get spicy. So pretty much, we need some quality attacking players, guys, and we've been struggling, guys. We've been struggling to score some proper goals. So listen, our striking position, do I think Lukaku is going to leave? No, I think a lot of clubs are not going to spend money on him. And I think for the money that we spent on him, it's worthwhile to give him another chance, just one more final chance, and then just sell him if he doesn't perform. So for my strikers, I'm going to have Broja. He's going to be coming back from the loan. I'm going to have Lukaku and Kai Havertz. Those are going to be my main 3 attacking forwards. They're going to be my main strikers, in my opinion, for next season. And Broja, he's done very well at Southampton. He's been very impressive. He should be part of the first team for next year. So that's what I'm expecting. So those 3 are going to be my main 3 strikers. And for Timo Werner, I believe he should get sold. I think he should get sold. It's not that he's a bad player. I just don't think he suits the way we want to play. We are a very possession-heavy team, and he only kind of gets used, and we only kind of use him the way he should be used against like bigger teams. So I don't know, man. I think he should go to like Bundesliga again. Maybe Bayern are about to lose Lewandowski, so maybe he can go there and start scoring like his 30-goal seasons again. Dortmund needed a striker, even though they got Adeyemi. I think Werner would be actually a great signing for them. He can go to Spain, Italy, but I think he should just leave Chelsea. He's done well, but it just doesn't suit the Premier League game style, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So those are my main 3 strikers, Broja, Lukaku, and Havertz. Now we go to the left wing position, guys, and left wing position is very, very interesting. So we have Pulisic, we have Hudson-Odoi. It's tough, man. Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi. I had high hopes for them, not gonna lie. I had very high hopes for them. They disappointed me a lot. And, one of them is gonna get sold for sure this year. My money is on Hudson-Odoi, guys. I think my Hudson-Odoi, I would like him to stay, but I think he's gonna go. I think a club like Leicester, a West Ham, a club like maybe Aston Villa are going to be able to, get him. I think he would be a perfect suit for them. I think he just hasn't made that impact after his injury, you know what I mean? I think if you're able to get some money from him for like 20-30 million, I think that would be a solid deal. Bayern was offering 80 million for him, guys. That was absolutely crazy, and we didn't sell him. So I don't know, man. Pulisic, again, he's been struggling with injuries. He hasn't been really consistent. But if I had to play him as a left winger, I would trust him more than Hudson-Odoi, even though Hudson-Odoi is very talented, but I just think it's time for him to go, you know what I mean? It's time for him to go. Maybe at least on loan, you know what I mean? So I think it's time for him to go. His versatility has kind of cost him. He's being used as a wingback. He's just not the guy that I thought he's going to be. Very disappointed with him. And I think at least loan him out for one season, see what he's going to do, give him some consistent game time, see what happens. But I think for Pulisic, we need a proper competition. Someone highly rated, very elite winger that's going to be able to, you know, push him, start even over Pulisic and actually start scoring goals. I had Dembele in my mind from Barcelona, free agent. But again, his injury issues, it's a little bit concerning, considering that he's been injured a lot this year and the previous years. But you know, in the past couple months, he's been actually very fit. He's been scoring and assisting a lot of goals. So who knows? Who knows? He maybe actually found a rhythm and he's going to continue. But in knowing our luck, the luck of Chelsea Football Club, we never get lucky with injuries. So yeah, he might go back to Hospital FC again. You know what I mean? But regarding Dembele, I would have liked him, but I think he's going to be a little bit, you know, what's it called? A big gamble, let's just say. It's going to be a big gamble. But there is one player that I have in my mind from Bayern Munich, guys. This player has, you know, shown interest to leave the club from Bayern Munich. He's shown some interest in other clubs, especially in Spain. But I don't think he's going to cost a lot of money, but he is good. He's a former Arsenal player. Serge Gnabry, guys. Serge Gnabry. I think this is the first time, besides me, I've never heard any Chelsea fans, you know, talk about Gnabry joining us. But I think he's going to be a great suit for us. I think he can play on the right, very versatile player, and on the left, he can play there even as a attacking midfielder and as a striker. And you know, he's going to be a great player. You know, we got Havertz. He has a great link up with Havertz as well. So on the left, guys, I would like to see Pulisic and Gnabry compete for that position, and that would be my left wing. So on the right, we have Hakim Ziyech, obviously, and you know, he's done okay this year, not too crazy. He's had some injuries, he hasn't been consistently playing, but I think in a back four, if he gets a proper fit, injury-free Reece James behind him to make those overlapping runs, he's gonna cook for Chelsea, you know what I mean? So that's what I like. But the third signing, guys, that I want, it's none other than Rafinha with Leeds United. Did Leeds United get relegated, guys? I think they did, right? Oh no, they haven't. Burnley, Leeds United. So Leeds United still are in the competition to stay. Watford and Norwich City got relegated, so there's still a chance. But I hope Leeds United get relegated so we can, you know, snatch Rafinha for like pennies from them. So if that happens, get Rafinha ASAP, because Rafinha can play on the left and the right. Super versatile player. I think him and Ziyech, two left-footed players, are going to be able to compete in that position very well. So I think, in my opinion, that's a very high-quality right wing. Depth, Rafinha and Ziyech, solid. On the left, Gnabry and Pulisic, top class. And in the striker, we got Broja, Havertz, and Lukaku. I think they're going to be able to properly compete with one another. And I think, you know, this team is very versatile. And as a third goalkeeper, I don't know, let's just say we get Jamie Cummings back from loan, or Nathan Baxter. One of those two, they can be the third goalkeeper. But usually, I would say, you know, it's going to be an academy player. So yeah. So overall, guys, this was the team that I'm predicting for next season. I'm expecting us to play a very heavily four at the back formations. You know, I think we're gonna kind of move away from 3 at the back. I think in some games we're gonna still play the 3 at the back, but overall 4 at the back, in my opinion, is gonna be the main system that we're gonna use. 4-3-3 and 4-2-3-1, and possibly 4-4-2s, depending on the games if you need goals. So we may see like a front two of Broja and Havertz. That's a very interesting one. Let me just say that that's a very interesting front two. You never know. I mean, I'm not like I'm not the manager, so I cannot really make the team. This is just my man, I can't even talk. But my preference. So that's my team, guys. I would say goalkeepers, again, I'm just gonna go over the team. For goalkeepers, let's just say Jamie Cummings, Kepa, and Mendy. That's gonna be my main 3 goalkeepers. Right back, I'm gonna go for Reece James and Youssef Attal. For center backs, I'm gonna go for Thiago Silva, Chalobah, Jules Koundé, Levi Colville. And for the 5th defender, I said if we might get Koulibaly or De Ligt. I'm not too sure, but I'm just gonna give you 4 center backs. You know, so once again, Thiago Silva, Koundé, Colville, and Chalobah. Left backs, I'm gonna go for Emerson and Chilwell. But if you have money, maybe you can go for Mail from Atalanta. For midfield, I'm gonna go for Declan Rice and Conte as our defensive midfielders. For our center midfielders, I'm gonna go for Mason Mount, Mateo Kovacic, Conor Gallagher, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek as our 4 center midfielders. Havertz can play there as well. But on the right wing, I'm gonna go for Hakim Ziyech and Rafinha from Leeds United, guys. I think he would be a fantastic option in that position. As our strikers, I don't think we're gonna get anyone new. We got Broja, we got Havertz and Lukaku, so just stick with them and, you know, make it work out. And on the left, I went with a very surprise signing in Serge Gnabry. I do think he has a great finishing ability. He's going to be able to, you know, provide a lot of goals for us. I think we need a winger like him, not too fancy, just someone who's going to get the goals direct, fast, physical. We need a winger like that. And Gnabry, he is that guy that I think we need. And obviously Pulisic on the left, maybe loan out Hudson-Odoi or sell him. But that's the team I'm looking, you know, for next season. Obviously, there's going to be different players leaving. You know, players like Barkley, he's most likely going to leave. Saul Niguez is going to go, he's going to leave Chelsea, and, you know, he's going to go back to Atletico. So there are different players, you know, different contracts are still, you know, getting, you know, renewed, expiring. You know, players like Christensen, they're going to go. And, you know, who knows, maybe even Conte leaves, you know. Conte might even leave this year, so we might even sign Declan Rice and Tchouaméni. You never know, you know. Depends what players we sell. But that's the team I went with, guys. Let me know, guys, in the comments, what do you think of this team? Do you think I'm like crazy with this kind of, you know, formation and the squad that I picked for next season? Or do you think I'm actually, you know, I made a decent team, a team that's going to be able to compete for the Premier League next season? Let me know your squad. Let me know what kind of players would you like us to sign, or what kind of players would you like us to sell? So just, guys, let me know in the comments. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. And, you know, make sure to, you know, share this video with other Chelsea fans. Let's see what they think, because, you know, let's grow our community. That's the point, guys. I'm sharing this video to get opinions of other people. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to stay safe and catch you guys later in the next video. Bye bye.